Hey everyone, it's Michael GoosebumpsFan. Today I'm going to be telling you about my top 5 hardest and rarest books from Goosebumps to find. It's not as catchy as the title will be. Anyway, top 5 books, hardest to find for me. The ones that are listed pretty much the most expensive ones as of right now. And again, I'm also focusing more on how rare they are, because some Goosebumps books, I think anybody who's collecting it all with the series and trying to get everything, you know there's a lot of books. And you know there's a lot of very difficult listing books that are only listed on like Amazon and eBay for like $1,000 sometimes. Every once in a while you'll find somebody who either doesn't know what they have or somebody who's being reasonable, like on thrift books. I have only read one of these books out of this top 5 collection that I have as well. I thought I'd bring that up too, because I don't know how good the books are themselves as of yet, but I have a lot of confidence that they'll be good. I pretty much never super disappointed with Goosebumps. I've never really had any book that I've hated from Goosebumps. Some I've really been bored with, like the, I think it was the first of the special editions for Give Yourself Goosebumps. But overall, let's kind of just go ahead and start the list though. At number 5, this book is getting more and more expensive to find online. Amazon is where I got my copy from. And it's slowly getting to the point where the book is getting ridiculously priced. Like, we're talking $90 to $100, things like that. This is Give Yourself Goosebumps, Special Edition number 6, Revenge of the Body Squeezers. This one's getting really pricey now. You might want to try to grab this as soon as you possibly can, because it's getting up there in price. And my particular version came with a pretty decent condition, honestly. There's no writing or anything inside of it, so I'm a little surprised by that. But yeah, that's number 5. Number 4 is the one I read out of all 5 of these books. I recently read it for the month of October for Halloween, and this book sucked. It was awful, honestly. It had a couple of moments that were pretty redeeming, but for the most part it sucked. I'm glad that I got it for the price I got it for, which was like, I think 20 bucks, and it was from a guy from Australia, so thank you to Australia guy. I don't know who he is, but it's not anybody you're gonna know. Anyway, this is Give Yourself Goosebumps Special Edition number 7, Trick or Trapped. Yeah, this is a cool cover. It had a really cool premise about going trick-or-treating at these like 5 houses on a street on Halloween night, and it just became this really nonsensical, weird thing. Not that Goosebumps doesn't do this very often. I love the Give Yourself Goosebumps books. They're like a choose-your-own-adventure type thing for anybody who doesn't know that. But this was not a good one. This is a pretty bad book, honestly. But the next one that I'm really stoked over, and I was so excited this past summer when I got a copy of this. I actually got it the same week that I got the other book I just showed you, Trick or Trapped. This is actually not R.L. Stine, but it came from New Jersey, My Life as an Artist by Tim Jacobus, who is the fellow who did the art for all the old classic 62-book covers. I think he also did the Series 2000 and the Give Yourself Goosebumps covers, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But Tim Jacobus will always go down in history as one of the Goosebumps legends. Seriously, I mean, he did so much quality work. I'm actually really excited to read this book at some point and see more about it and find out more about his past and his life. I know he didn't actually write the book. He admitted to it on Facebook when I talked to him a while back that this is a ghost-written book, which is fine by me. I don't care. I just want to read more about Tim Jacobus and find out more about the guy. It's a very short book, too. About 60 pages, pretty much. The thing with Tim Jacobus' book here, this book is going sometimes on, and this is a very common thing with books like this and the next 2 books that I'm going to show you as well, for spots number 2 and 1. A lot of the really hard, rare Goosebumps books are listed on Amazon for about $1,000 a piece. It's ridiculous. This is one of them. This is one of the ones that's listed for like about $1,000. I managed to get my copy for about $48 when it randomly got posted onto Amazon at one point. And I'm very thankful I got my copy of it, because I really wanted to read this. I can't wait to read it at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that. It's probably going to be in 2020, God willing, but I don't know when it's going to be. Book number 2 on my list is actually another very hard book to find. I think right now on eBay there's like a $300 copy listed. I got mine in a big old book lot. A big old book lot that had like 16 of the 18 of these TV books. This book is number 18, the last one they ever made, called Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. I had never seen the episode, by the way, so I'm really curious to see what this show is going to be like if they have the lawn gnomes looking like this. They look pretty cool, in my opinion. Very waxy, if you will. It had like a sculpted beard and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool as a twist for it being a lawn gnome and a person dressed up as a lawn gnome. But this book's getting really hard to find, and as you can see, my copy's pretty much a little damaged right there in that corner. I'm very stoked to read the original book and to see what the movie or the episode was like, because I like these characters in the movies. But yeah, this is getting really pricey, like really hard to find. I think I've only seen maybe 2 of these listed ever on the internet, whether it be Amazon, eBay, Thrift Books, any of those things. All the places that I keep up with looking for Goosebumps books, I've only seen this on the internet maybe 2 times, maybe. And when it is, it's usually listed for like $200 to $300, which is relatively reasonable for how rare it is. But it's still a scalper's price, if you will, because of how hard the book is to find. If you don't get it in like a book lot from somebody or find this in like a thrift store, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg for it. Like I said, I bought it for a book lot for about $60 in total for all 16 books out of the 18 that I bought. And yeah, I got it with a good price, thank God. The last book I just got, and I just did a video on it as well, because I thought that this was mind-boggling. I finally got the last rare Goosebumps book I needed. And I'm going to tell you, I think personally, right now, as of 2019, I think this is the hardest Goosebumps book to find currently, whether you're looking in a store or whether you're going online to look for the stuff, because I bought pretty much my entire collection offline. A big chunk of it was things that I already owned when I was younger, that my grandparents got me, my mom got me, and everything else when I was a kid. But most of my collection are things that I've gotten offline in the last year or so. This one is next to impossible to find. When it's ever listed online at all, which is very rarely, it's listed for about $1,000. And you'll see like 3 or 4 copies listed for $1,000 on Amazon, but then sometimes it just goes blank and they don't have any copies at all. Somebody posted this in a Facebook group recently, and I managed to get my hands on it immediately, like 10 minutes after I saw this person post it. It was a very expensive copy. Very expensive. It's pretty much in good condition for what it is, I would say. But I'm very thankful I finally got a copy of this to pretty much complete my Goosebumps collection as of right now, where the newer books are still coming out, like Slappy World and the IDW comics. But also, we have things like, there's a couple of smaller books, like the Most Wanted series that I haven't finished up buying yet. I need to finish those. I need to get a couple of TV books, or not TV books, movie books for the movie from 2015. I missed a couple of those. But I'm getting everything together. I'm pretty much almost done entirely collecting Goosebumps. This last book in #1, Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns TV book. It is so hard to find this thing. I'm telling you, dude. And if you find it, it's usually rated for a ridiculously high price. Be prepared. Be prepared when it comes to collecting Goosebumps, especially now in 2019. It's been so long since these books have come out. And things like this, the TV books, were not super popular from what I can tell doing research online. And it's getting pretty hard, honestly, to get your hands on the ones like this. And I'm very thankful and very blessed to be able to get a copy of any of these 5 books I showed you in this video. Now, my question to you after this video that I've talked about my 5 hardest books to find and most rare books to find nowadays in 2019, I would ask you, what are the hardest books you ever had to find? When you were younger, when you were collecting, when the books were still coming out, or even now when you're collecting as an adult or anything like that? What is the hardest Goosebumps book you've had to find and hunt down? What's the most expensive you've paid for one of these books at all for your collection? I would love to know that as well. Anyway, what are your thoughts, guys? Put them down below. Again, if you want to get any of these books, you better start jumping out there and trying to find it now, because imagine trying to find this in 2030, right? I can't even imagine what it's going to be like on the landscape probably 5 years down the road, much less 10 years down the road trying to get these books. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Put them down below. Thank you for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you guys today, and goodbye.